definitely needed right there for sure. You need things like that sometimes. That morning or midday inspiration is there for you for sure. But welcome to CertaPro Painters presents Montez at midday, and I'm your host Dre Montez, and I hope everyone is doing good on this Fist Pump Friday edition of the show. Hope everyone is doing well on this. I like this weather. It's not too cold. You can put a sport coat on. You can put a scarf on. You can really accentuate your outfit, fellas. This is our time to dress. You know, we don't have to dress like Charlie Sheen this time of year. Like, not that there's nothing wrong with that. He perfected that look. He perfected that look. But here we are at this point of January. Happy birthday, Martin Luther King. And to the point, it is Feel Good Friday as well. If it's your first time tuning in, thank you so much. If you are celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. And when your birthday on a Friday or a Saturday and you're grown folk, you off yesterday. You ain't going back to work on Monday. So you've already planned this. So somebody right now is on a woo-woo girls trip. Or if you one of the fellas, you done turned 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. You and your boys doing something special this weekend. So happy birthday to all those people that does apply to. If you're celebrating an anniversary, happy anniversary. I'm not counting nobody under 10 years. Get there. 10 years and up, happy anniversary to y'all. Happy anniversary to you. And if you're off today, if Friday your real off day, and you putting something on the grill, that's what I'm talking about. Not many people like cooking out in this type of weather, but I do. I enjoy eating people food that cook out in this type of weather. Put it that way. But when you get a certain age, but it's just certain things you don't want to do no more. Hey, cooking for one is enough. You want me to cook at a cookout too? Won't happen. I'm at a cookout to relax and engage in the conversation in that order. That's it. I don't help people move. I will sit there right there with you and drink and eat food and point and talk about what you're going to keep, not keep, what you're going to sell, which neighbors you're going to miss. We're going to get the gossip in, but I'm not lifting a finger. Only call me to help you move. If you want me to help you hold the door open. Them days over. When you retire from helping people move, it feels good. You've done your part. And think about it. Think about it now. If you joined the military right out of high school and you got married more than once, you've had friends in between there. You've helped and you've moved a lot. I'm done. Tapped out. Done. It's over. Certain things you just don't want to do anymore. You just don't want to do that anymore. It sounds good. I love when people say, I'm moving into a new house. Good for you. Good for you. When the housewarming? When is the housewarming? Hey, let's get some high fives in the building, people, huh? Let's chest bump that thing. Let's hug it on out. I'm going to try to give you what I think is a pretty good idea of the layout of the show today, folks. It is Friday. It's Feel Good Friday. Fist Pump Friday. Friday is not my favorite day of the week. They ruined that when people used to just know you got paid on Fridays. You know, I don't like when people know when you get paid. That's your own business. That used to drive me nuts. And then you join the military, then everybody in the world know when you get paid in the military. You know they get paid on the 1st and 15th, girl. What the? Not cool when people know when you get paid. Not cool at all. But fast forward. We're going to talk about what's on the mind of Montez today. We're going to bring up the list brought to you by Don Brown Chevrolet and the STL Truck Hillbilly. And we also talk about the NFL playoffs this weekend. As we all know, I am a Denver Bronco fan, but I'm going to talk to you today as a football fan because you already know I'm a Bronco fan. I'm going to break it down as a football fan when we get to the game portion of that. And then we have to talk about Landman, Billy Bob Thornton. We have to. We got to get this off our chest. I've had enough on the intertwines. We're going to get this thing off our chest together. So, folks, are you ready for the show? Let's get on into it from the mind of Montez, people. The mind of Montez. From the collegiate side of things, we've seen the ups and downs of NIL, name, image, and licensing. We've also seen the dollar sign move in a way we were not expected for it to move. Let's fast forward now. NIL is coming to a school near you, middle school and high school. Are we prepared for that? On the mind of Montez is the NIL, the financial responsibility. Who right now has a child or relative or a friend that you know that fits this criteria about to get some NIL money in that household? Is there anybody in that household that has dealt with a portfolio over $500,000? Are we truly looking out for the future of the children? We really care about the children. Or we just want to piggyback off of them now that NIL is coming to a school near you? Middle school and high school, it's on the way. What parent, what guardian that has a child that's about to come in that type of situation is ready for that? Financial responsibility. What parameters are being set? What procedures? What policies? Who's ready for this? Who's the rep that's going to help these kids and these parents and these guardians make sure that this money is done the right way? Not steal your money, but make sure it's done the right way. I'm worried about that because we see what's happened at the next level. And these are supposed to be more responsible adults. But that's more money at the next level. And those responsible adults are not handling it right. So now we're supposed to put this on a middle schooler and a high schooler. We've seen the national statistics of middle school parents and high school parents, what their education level is. I'm not saying everybody's like that. But are we ready for the wave of money that's about to come in different forms of currency? Is everybody on board for that? We've seen the 30 for 30. They're broke now. Are we ready for the 45 for 45? About this NIL responsibility. Who does it fall on? Everybody got programs after the fact. Where were you at before I got drunk? Where were you at before I went to the strip club? Where were you at before I placed that bet? What are they doing across the board from middle prep school, private, high school prep, private, public? What are they doing to ensure just because your kid go to these type of institutions don't mean the education is like that across the board? Let's not misconstrue that people go to Ivy Leagues, all of them are smart. They are not. We got to get real. I don't think people understand the wave of money that is about to come to get your child. I don't think folks are ready. I don't think we were ready for the shift that came from the CD to streaming music. From magazine to online porn. I don't think we were ready for the shift. They're not prepared for the shift that is on the way. I keep seeing programs and infomercials and specials about the expectations, but I've yet to see anybody with a serious backup plan or a learning curve. As a sports person that went through the good athlete that didn't have the greatest academic skills, and everybody looked the other way because they wanted to win. I've been through giving money away to get a kid to go to a school, getting their parent a job, ensuring their father gets a coaching position on the staff while his boy there or his daughter's at that school. We've been through all of this. And look what that did. At the end, the institution is going to win. When are we going to jump on board and do our part? In the mind of Montez. Walk off. Walk it off. Walk it off. Walk it off. If you just tuned into the show, thank you so much. That's just a little something that we do from time to time here on the show, especially on Fridays. But that right there, and that's a serious concern I have about this NIL situation that is coming to schools, not just here in the St. Louis and surrounding area, but I'm concerned everywhere. Look how much it costs getting all these leagues. You think everybody's honest with the ledger? You think everybody's honest with this money? And now here they about to come in your home and offer your kid $600,000 to come over here and go to his school. I need your kid. Get him over here to Junior X Academy High School. We got you here. We're going to give you $500,000 free education. Come on over and play ball. Are y'all prepared to handle that money? You got to get the answers before it becomes an issue. Everybody tells you that after the fact. Everybody in prison that's in there for financial situations, that's deemed a millionaire, they all going to tell you the same thing. Get the answers before the problem. But we don't listen to broke people, do we? We don't listen to broke people at all. We don't listen to nobody on our level, do we? That's funny, ain't it? That is funny. Well, I'll tell you what's not funny. I meet people from time to time, being in this profession of live streaming, podcasting, talk radio, internet radio, whatever it may, something you talking through the microphone to get to the people. Should they get into it? What should I do? Here's what I tell people. I don't know all the answers. Stick to the plan. Stick with your niche. If you're going with a team, everybody should have a job. Not everybody can be the host. Figure out a time limit and stick to your guns. Find a schedule and just be consistent. That's the best advice that I can give you right there. If you're starting out the podcast or a live stream, talk radio, it's the best advice that I can give you right there. I don't know everything, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express before. I had to. All right, boys and girls. Our favorite part of the show, new segment that we got up together about a month ago. It's called The List. And it's been brought to you by Don Brown Chevrolet at 2244 South Kings Highway. Go see my man John Gibbs, a.k.a. the STL Truck Hillbilly, and grab yourself a new pre-owned used car, truck, or SUV. Go see my guy, John Gibbs, a.k.a. the STL Truck Hillbilly, at Don Brown Chevrolet, 2244 South Kings Highway. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the list. The list. Are you ready for the list? Are you ready for the list? Put my sound effect in. But did it move?
What the fuck is
that? It's called The List. And the list is just some things that came across during the week, and I jot them down and try to figure out how to, not a deep conversation, but just my thoughts and concerns right now. And being that now it's that time of the year where the NFL is making their decisions right now. Teams that didn't make the playoffs, get ready for the draft situation of that nature. What's in your draft board? But here's what I figured out. Between your quarterback and your receiver and your best defender, you have to please all three of them. Your quarterback, your number one receiver, and your number one defender. All three of them must be happy. All three of them must be. How's that possible? All three of them have to be happy. Your quarterback, your number one receiver, and your best defender. All of them must be happy. I come to this conclusion by watching years and years of Hard Knocks. But this past season of Hard Knocks, I looked at it from a team perspective, not being a part of a team, but observing a team. And observing the behavior of all these teams, not just through Hard Knocks, but the Monday show as well on NFL Network. You get a little bit more in-depth look of the team, the culture, the locker room, the field. And I feel as though those three things must be done. They all got to be happy. I have seen some horrific things going to a live sporting event. From players, from fans, vice versa. We're at a point right now, we have lost control of the fans. They can do and say anything they want to. Had nothing to do with the game. But they attack your personal life now. They up all in your business. So when Giannis booed the fans, I loved it. I loved it. It's okay to be a player and have a bad day on the court. Now, you can't have a bad day off the court and take it off on us. That's what I'm not going to lie. Don't bring your home life on the field. When I played ball back in the day, softball moment, that was one of the things my coach always preached. Don't bring your home life on this field. You get a lot of athletes that cannot separate the two, but I'm like that. I think it's harder to be the man in the NFL than the NBA. You can be the man in the NBA. In the NFL, I think it's pretty hard now. I think it's hard to be the man in the NFL today. This is an important week. I think we have 4 days left. It's decision time. You want to go back and get some NIL money, or do you want to go to the NFL? They've rejected a lot of players I saw this morning prior to the show of trying to get their 5th year of eligibility. We just said this, financial responsibility. You going back for another year if you can to get some NIL money? Or you turning pro? It's decision time. No baby mama. No fake parents. The people who really know you and care and love you. All y'all need to talk. Have that real conversation. This is that real conversation time right now. Here's a real conversation piece for you. I want all Philly fans and Giants fans. Come on, come forward. If you're a Philly fan and Giant fan, get in here. Come forward. Get on there. Let's talk to y'all for a second. If you don't have HBO Max, I need you to get it. I need you to watch the final episode of Hard Knocks. The Philly breakdown of how they lost that game through the eyes of Hard Knocks. As a Philly fan, I need you to watch it. I'm not making fun of you. I'm not saying an aha moment, but watch the breakdown through the eyes of the camera and the narrator on HBO Max, Hard Knocks, during the NFCs. As a football fan, Oscar worthy. If you're a Philly fan, you need to see it. Get you some popcorn and enjoy it. Talking about a breakdown. You can see everything from every angle. You can see it from a coach's perspective, what went wrong. Check it out. The New York Football Giants. I respect that franchise more through the eyes of Hard Knocks than I ever have. I'm going to repeat that again. I respect the New York Football Giants franchise more now because I watched them through the eyes of Hard Knocks than I ever have before. And now they just hired Captain Khaki Pants' brother. Let's just say if. Because the only holdup right now, when you've been coaching that long with one ball club, only thing that needs to be decided now is what, guys? Say it with me. Say it with me. Ownership. He trying to get a little money. He want a little chunkity chunk. He wants the what after. He wants the backup plan. Well, this team gets sold and they have a winning record and revenue goes up. Can I get a cut of that? See, Harbaugh's thinking ahead. He's thinking portfolio for the family. He's thinking about them girls. You got to think that way sometime. The Giants, I respect that franchise a whole lot more through the eyes of Hard Knocks. In Philly fans, just watch that last episode. I'm telling you, you'll thank me later. But if Harbaugh can take that offensive coordinator with him from Baltimore, that allegedly him and Lamar didn't speak for 4 months, well, it is possible. You can live in a house with somebody and not speak for 6 months and lay in the same bed and not do anything. I know that. So I can only imagine this is possible. But if he can take him to the Giants and somehow convince Jackson Dart to stay healthy, stop running so damn much, that won't happen. Know when to get out of bounds, know when to slide, know the rules of the game. If that can happen, There are a lot of plays in sports that I like. But when it comes to commentating, there are a few that really get the old noggin going. And buzzer beaters are definitely the one, especially in college basketball, men and women. Oh, boy. SMU hit one the other night. Ole Miss, TCU, my Horned Frogs on the women's side. Kentucky, I'm telling you, it was special. But buzzer beaters are definitely the one that get you going. That concludes the list, ladies and gentlemen. That was the list being brought to you by and sponsored by Don Brown Chevrolet. Go see my man John Gibbs, a.k.a. the STL Truck Hillbilly, at 2244 South Kings Highway. New, pre-owned cars, trucks, or SUVs. Go check out my man again down at Don Brown Chevrolet, 2244 South Kings Highway. Tell him Dre Montez told you to stop on by. Dre told me to come down here and get a vehicle. Gotcha. When I see something great that moves me, I want to share it with the people. Got to share it with the people. I saw this, and I immediately thought of you guys on here chat. I really thought of y'all. Because everybody needs a little pat on the rump, a little hug every now and then, a little wink, a little inspiration. The happier you are where you live, the more productive you are. Clean up that house. Clean up that house. Clean up your house. When you work from home and you work for yourself, you commit to a schedule. And when you don't abide by that schedule, do you punish yourself? When you don't show up for them people, there's a docking you pay, there's a write-up, you got to go talk to your boss. Second time, you got to talk to your boss in HR. Third time, now your supervisor, his boss. Now we're getting real close to firing you, Chris and Tyrone. So how do you punish yourself when you don't stick to your own schedule at home and you work for yourself? How do you punish yourself when you work from home and you work for yourself? I want to know. What do you do? You done told yourself you're going to work Monday through Friday from 5:45 in the morning until 3 p.m. And if you don't do that, what do you do? What do you do? You take away things. You take away things. No ice cream. No porn for a week. Delete the app from your phone. You got to get hard on yourself. No pun intended. But how do you reprimand yourself? How do you hold yourself accountable? When you told yourself what your schedule is going to be, when you work from home and you work for yourself Monday through Friday, It's not fair, is it? It's not fair, is it? I tell you what else is not fair. We got NFL divisional playoffs tomorrow, baby. Who's coming with? Who's coming with? Who's coming with? I don't think we'll be going nowhere tomorrow. I don't think we're going to budge tomorrow. You got to get that breakfast in you. You got to get that morning walk, and you hope that football weather. You can do that slow NFL films. Talk to yourself. Well, it's a cold and lustrous day here in the Midwest of St. Louis, and you got to feel the moment. You got to do the house walkthrough. You got to pace yourself, because when you're the first game tomorrow, Buffalo at my Denver Broncos. Buffalo at my Denver Broncos. This one here could I can't speak about this game as a fan of my team. I'm gonna break it down as a fan of the NFL. The Buffalo Bills coming in this game is not the healthiest team, as we all know. They lost 2 receivers last weekend to a torn ACL. It's a shame. Josh is not 100% healthy, but that's still the Buffalo Bills, and that team is hungry. Bills Nation is hungry. If you're a fan of the AFC, if you know anything about what the Buffalo Bills went through in the 90s, you feel for this team. It's a heartwarming story to see a quarterback the size of Cam Newton with an arm like that, with a team like that. It goes together. The story would be complete. They got a new stadium coming, completely sold out of their PSLs. They ready. Bills Nation is ready for a championship. We know they're hitting intangibles. Mahomes is out. Burrow is out. Lamar is gone. We know everything that everybody else knows and what everybody has been saying. Now is Josh's time. If they lose, of course they're going to point the finger at him. You saw what happened to Philly. They blamed Jalen. You saw what happened to Baltimore. They blamed Lamar. It's a trend. If you're going to be the quarterback in the NFL, you got to take the praise along with the bullshit that's coming with it. And so far, so good. We really thought they had it last year figured out. But, hey, the football gods know who they want. If Buffalo was really, really, really healthy coming into this matchup, they would definitely be more than a 1.5 underdog. I'm not counting Buffalo out. I'm not saying Denver's going to win this game. I'm just giving you what I know and what I'm saying about this matchup right now. If Josh is able to have a Josh Allen game, it's going to be a long, early afternoon for my Broncos. Long. But if the Broncos are able to capitalize off the early mistakes that Josh always makes, and we all know that, it's okay. It happens. It happens. I can see that. On the other side of the ball, we know what we've heard. Denver's defense led the league in team sacks, broke the Chicago Bears' 1985 record, team sack record. That red zone defense, we know that. We also know the negative points of Riley Moss in the secondary. He will put his hands on you. He's a plus 15, a plus 45 every damn game. If he can control that, that's a plus side for Denver. Special teams, we know what Marvin Mims Jr. can do when he get that ball. He likes to take it to the house. On the offensive side, it's the slow start of the Broncos, and with the week layoff, second-year quarterback in the league, would this be a negative factor for my Bocephus Knicks? And Sean Payton, as rude as he are to the media, he likes to shine this time of year. He likes to shine this time of year. I got the Broncos winning this one, a very close one, like 17-16. Very close game, but give me the Broncos in this one. Next up, another unhealthy matchup. How all these teams get this far and everybody broke? 49ers in Seattle. How did the 49ers beat Philly? Watch that Hard Knocks. Watch that Hard Knocks. Just if you watch the game, watch Hard Knocks. See how they broke it down. 49ers is banged up. I don't know how Shanahan went in that type of a bag and put up that type of a winning program. There's nobody dominant on defense. It's a team effort on offense. Brock Purdy has proven everybody wrong. You mean that's the last pick of the draft? You know, they usually don't even make it past a camp visit. Sometimes 4 years of college is good for you. Message. But if Kyle Shanahan goes in that bag again, this could be a long afternoon for Seattle. But Seattle defense likes to hit people. They like to be on the field. They may be the only defense other than Houston that likes to be on the field. But Sam Darnold, he hurt his oblique yesterday. So that means we got old Mizzou quarterback could possibly be the old lock. Back up. This could be a team effort at the quarterback position. Due to the injury bug of the 49ers, man, I just can't see how they can pull this off with that Seattle defense. It's going to be a low-scoring game because of the injury bug that hit the 49ers and that defense Seattle has. I got this one probably being 20-14. Give me Seattle. Houston at the New England Football Patriots. Now we talking football. You're talking about a fun defense to watch. You can turn the volume down, get real close to your TV. When Houston defense is out there, get close to that TV, get down in football position, hands on your knees, and watch that defense. You're not going to believe what you're seeing either. Like how? That man 365. How you get over there that fast? C.J. Stroud, only thing he has to do is manage the game. Don't turn the ball over. Stop running so much. Get out of bounds and slide. Stay healthy. That's it. Simple task. On the other side of the ball, the Patriots. See, Vrabel has that defense hungry. He got them feeling that Patriot way. He got that message through to them that Bill put in him. And Romeo Cornell put in him. Message. Keep it moving forward. And I think that's what Vrabel has done with that with that defense. But it's carried on to the offense. And Drake May. Simple plays, not trying to do too much. He's taking what the defense is giving him. I don't see Houston doing that. Another low-scoring game, probably 10-17. 17-10. Give me Houston on that one. The nightcapper. This one here, I think the party or parade may come through St. Louis. L.A. Rams at the Chicago Bears or the Chicago Bears, depending on where you live at. There's still mixed feelings about that team in this area, the Rams, due to a real estate guy that stole our team. Let it go, Dre. Let it go. The Rams defense. Which one is going to show up? Which Rams defense is going to show up? That's the one I'm worried about. That's the only mitigating circumstance of this whole analysis of this game. Will the Rams defense show up? We know what the Rams defense is capable of doing, but it's not consistent. Not at all. We know what Matthew Stafford can do. He throws what? A pretty ball. Matthew Stafford does that very, very well. On the other side of the ball, we saw what Chicago has done in the second half of the season. We saw what they did to the Green Bay Packer backers. Sorry, Green Bay, but, well, you put yourself in that situation. You thought you won the Super Bowl when you got Michael Parsons. You thought you won the Super Bowl when you got Michael Parsons. You gave up on football. We don't need to play no more, coach. We got this. You quit playing football twice this year. That tie game still makes no sense to kids. None at all. Grown people still shaking their head. How did they tie the game? And they had 1:10 on the clock. Clock management matters, people. It matters a whole lot. In Chicago, they took advantage of what teams cannot do. Finish the game. But the way Caleb has been throwing that ball in the fourth quarter, and the way my dude Montez Sweat got that defense playing, oh, don't hurt Matthew Stafford, guys. Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him. I'm going with the Bears. Give me Chicago. Give me Chicago. Man, I never thought it'd be Chicago in Seattle in the NFC Championship, in Houston in the Broncos in the AFC Championship. That's how I'm calling them right there. That's how I'm calling them. But I don't care what nobody say. Not one paid announcer, writer that makes over $600,000 had the Houston Texans at the beginning of the year. Not a one. And only two announcers, as of this morning, brought up the Denver Broncos. I thought the Bills were playing themselves. What did we do? What did we do? All we did was play our schedule and dealt with the results. And now win a divisional championship matchup, and we can't get no love? I'm glad it's a home game. I'm glad it's a home game. If one of those teams are your team, good luck to you. Don't change anything. Are you more superstitious over football, hockey playoffs, March Madness, or Major League Baseball playoffs? Which one are you more? You got to keep up the routine. Do not wash my lucky jersey. Or you like that? Or you like that? Or you got to sit in the same spot. You got to put that shoe on the same way. Are you that superstitious? I mean, how deep does it go? How deep does it go? Shout out to all the softball teams that have now had their official softball meetings to start the year off in 2026. Huh? It's when you get together with the fellas. You know, what we doing? Huh? What we doing this year, Coach? Oh, the softball meeting. Oh, the camaraderie. The conversations, the fellowship, what you've been doing in the offseason. And then some that never stop seeing each other. There's no offseason for them. Some just work throughout the entire season. Again, if it's your first time tuning in, thank you so much. If you or someone you may know want to do some marketing advertising with the show, send them my way. As you can see through the feed on mycitymymusic.com. Get your advertisement on the TV up here. On the bottom of the screen of StreamYard, we also have a banner ad for you. There's also a link on the website for you as well. And also bring you in the studio for an in-studio guest or put you on the screen. Show off what you have to offer. It's a product or a service or a skill set. Or I may come to your place of business and do a show. So if that's something you want to do with the upcoming baseball season, you can reach out to your boy, Dre Montez. But it is Fist Pump Friday. Feel Good Friday. And if you find yourself in a time of need of legal help, call the counselor. Call the counselor. High-speed car chase, call the counselor. Put your hands on somebody you had no business doing, call the counselor. My favorite line, that's not mine, call the counselor at 314-675-0377. And don't forget, the choice of an attorney is an important decision and should not be based solely on this advertisement alone. Bottom line, call the counselor, 314-675-0377. When you need help, you need help. You know, with baseball season being here right now, we know what the Cardinals are going through. We know Arenado's going for $11 million. Let it go, Trey. Let it go. Let it go. Everybody's got something to say about baseball. We either got a complaint about ticket prices, players, stadium ideas, uniforms, alignment, home plate umpire, the pitch count, the pitchers knew the way they bat. Now, we all got something to say when it comes about baseball. But let's not forget there was almost a triple play in the 1992 World Series that involved prime time that set the tone. The Atlanta Braves were playing the Toronto Blue Jays. Braves trying to get a rally going. Prime time comes up. Infield hit. LaDruba to the pitcher. Infield hit. Prime's at first. TP's up to bat sex. Terry Pendleton. TP gets a hit. I don't know why D didn't take third, but his runners at first and second. David Justice comes up. That's Holly Berry's ex-husband. Sure is. He hits one deep to center field. Deep to center field. Center fielder for Toronto at the time was Devon White. Devon White goes up against the wall. Makes a crazy catch. Nobody talks about that catch. He throws the ball back to the infield. Terry Pendleton passes Deion Sanders, which is what, guys? A no-no. So that should be an automatic out. But the ball comes to the infield. They throw the ball to first base. They get him. It's 2 outs. Deion is coming back to second. And what's the other man in there played third base for them? Gerber. He dives at Deion, tags Deion on the foot. The umpire's right there, misses the call. That would have been the second triple play in World Series history. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. But 1992, that was an amazing World Series. Amazing World Series. Well, so Monday night's tonight, huh? National Championship. Miami, you against Indiana. Who's your daddy? But Indiana's a basketball school, a soccer school, a tennis school, an agriculture school. No, and communication. No, They got a football team. They went and got themselves a football coach, Coach Citnetti. All he does is folds his arms. The message has been delivered. He gives a look to make sure you got the message. Do you understand the message? Let's execute. Coaches like that, they're not around anymore because nobody gets their language. They don't get what they're trying to tell you. You ever had somebody tell you when you were a young kid, you understand what I'm trying to tell you, boy? And you just sit there with a dumbfounded look on your face? You know how many coaches go through that? We've had this discussion before, class. There are a lot of people that play professional sports that do not know how to play the game. You think everybody that plays the NBA know how to play basketball? Not true at all. Not true at all. There are a lot of people that play these sports don't have a damn clue of what they're doing. They just know how to do the job of the position. But the overall sport understanding? No. We got to stop assuming that they know that. And coaches figure that out. Let me use what you're good at. Let me utilize your true skill set. Let me configure this game for you to understand a whole lot better so you can do your job better and make me look good. You don't get coaches like that no more. The yelling coach is over with. The coach that wants you to turn pro so he gets some money, that's still out there. You got to watch them. On the U, Mario Cristobal. He's won with the U as a player. This man wanted to come back because he said, that's not the football team that I remember. That's not the program that I remember. I'm going back. We're going to fix this. What happened? Transfer portal. Land of opportunity. Some people can understand the opportunities that come that way, and other people can't. It takes a whole lot to get hit in the head for you to understand to put a helmet on. Mario Cristobal is one of those guys that saw that opportunity come, hey, I think now is the time. This is it right now. And it has worked out beautifully for both schools, that being the U, that being Indiana. I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm a Florida football Gator fan. But as a representative of the state of Florida, I want to see both schools win, man. I really do. They both are going to make a beautiful movie. Yes, this must be made into an epic movie. I'm tired of movies about the struggling kid from the hood and people got shot and drugs and people adopt them. And I don't want to see that no more. I don't see that. Show me the story of football. Show me how this was put together in a cinematic form. Give me A24 on the phone right now. Give me Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. Let's do this the right way. Both teams win, it's going to make sense and feel good. Miami win, they're at home. I mean, we're all going to be worried about Michael Irvin. They win. If they win, that's like when the Bears win Sunday night, or if the Bears win Sunday night, and Miami wins Monday night, I don't know which party going to be more lit. Because we saw what they did in Chicago last weekend. Insanity. Insanity. Then if Indiana wins, I don't know if you've ever partied in Indiana before or with people from Indiana. Look here. Stop believing what you see on TV and in these movies. I want Indiana to win because my cousin graduated from that. Shout out to Ray Ray. But I want to see a great game. I want to see mascara running. I want to see somebody overalls go on the field. I want to see Michael Irvin on the ground crying. I want to see so much emotion and great football. But I tell you what, referees, get in here. Referees working the game, get in here. Get your damn feelings out of here. Don't you ever use the phrase mutual contact again. That is banned from the human language of collegiate football. Don't use that phrase again. Mutual contact. We're not doing that no more. All right, break. Now, if you are feeling frisky, froggy, you want to do something nice for your man or your boyfriend, you want to get them tickets to the game, gotcha. Starting out at $2,963. That's for the game Monday. They play nice in Miami. We're going to take that on up to $16,280. You want to do something nice for your man? Go ahead. This is equivalent to Beyonce trip weekend. Do something right for your man. It's before Valentine's Day, okay? Do something nice for your man. Do something nice for your man, ladies. It's about time. Kick in for you fellas, huh? It's okay to do something nice for people. It's okay. It's okay. We need to do more of that for one another. It's okay to do something nice for one another. Like once a year, you should sleep with one of your male friends. Do something nice. We're going to keep it football. They're rebooting one of my favorite football TV shows. Friday Night Lights is getting a reboot, baby. The movie was something else. And then finding out that was a true story. And then when you heard about the team that they played that looked like the Houston Texans, what that team allegedly did the night of the championship. These kids were in high school. What these kids are doing in high school right now, there's no way I could have thought of doing these things that they do right now in high school, whether their parents know about, their parents got to know. Ain't no way you parents are that off the grid on your own kids. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way people without kids in school know more than y'all. How is that? In your own kid's school district. So, chat, is Drewski getting out of hand or he just doing what everybody else do? Is Drewski getting out of hand or he cool? He funny? Leave him alone. He just doing what everybody's doing. Let him make his money. And if you're new to the getting paid on live stream and podcasting, if you're new to getting paid from this, any of these platforms, and you have a child that's under 12 and you co-parent with this child, Have you told your child, or does your child know about your financial gain, that you make more money now? So have you turned into a materialistic parent, or you keeping it 100 with your kid, telling them, hey, look, here's responsibility. This is what we're going to do. You're not getting all that. This is what we're going to do. You breaking it down with your kid, or you flossing your kid out? What you doing? Because I'm seeing what's going on the Intertwines and on these other shows where there is concern out there of this type of lifestyle. Like we said last month, we know we give the hip hop entertainers and TV stars and sports athletes that are from a town and city that is not as well as financial gain, and they look for them for help and donations, and it's not coming. We're getting more live streamers and podcasters out of the same situation that's getting out here to 7 to 8 figures now. What are they doing in the community? What they do? Nothing. Not everybody wants y'all knowing what they're doing in the community. But the ones that are making these videos with all that money in their hand, what's going on? What's going on? One more time for the happy advice. The happier you are where you live, the more productive you are. You can take that how you want to. You can take that how you want to. You can survive all that. You can take that how you want to. And I'm with Giannis. Booing the fans. Booing the fans. What more do you want? Let's say we get a new player here in St. Louis. He gives us 15 great years. Situations arouse. He wants to play 2 more years. But ball clubs say no. He goes to a rival team. And he comes back and we boo him. What did he do wrong? And then when it comes to a situation where a player challenges his salary raise, fans who don't know any better immediately attack the player. Oh, he being greedy. He being greedy. A few years ago, I did this show. I did a segment on, do you know how to get a raise? Do you know how to properly get a raise? Not going to your boss, man, hey, man, I need to make some more money. No, that ain't how you get a raise. Do you know how to properly get a raise in your profession? Because that's not how you get a raise. You have to negotiate your raise. You got to bring to the table why you think you deserve this much money. That usually comes with some numbers, especially if you're in production. So we see athletes going through this. They know what they've done on the field. They know their offensive production, their defensive value. They know all of this going into that situation. And they challenge them with, what you mean you don't want to give me $5? Yeah. But we as fans, oh, they being greedy. Don't pay them. Trade them. Don't need the bum. We take it that far. Now, when players give up on a play and a team, and we see it as fans, and we boo, that's warranted. I'm okay with that. You're not applying yourself. You said that you were going to do this and do that. You said that, not us. Now we challenge you. Now the fan is wrong. I get what these television shows are doing. I get what these interviewing these real-time athletes in real hours. They trying to show us that they have a human side. They trying to let us know that they have problems. They have a family. Remember, they didn't do that before. We never saw their family. We never saw their kids. We never saw none of that. We just saw the player, them in uniform, out of uniform, in their house by themselves. Even though we know they got a family. We never saw that. Why now? Why show us all that now? Why should we care that a back-to-back MVP got 4 baby mamas? Why? Well, what that got to do with us? We got a home run champ, hit a home run out of a stadium 5 times this year. Why did we care that his mama got shot in a drive-by in 1972? Why? It should be, the story should be on the athlete. But they try to twist it and shift it here and do all of that. If we keep it on the sport, I guarantee the numbers change. I guarantee you. If you missed the top of the show, I started off with the mind of Montez, where I had a true question of what's coming. Well, it's here, but more of it is on the way. NIL, middle school and high school level, from the financial responsibility side. I mean, that's money coming to your child's life and your family's life that no one has ever had. It's not like 70% of people in middle school and high school, oh, there's average money to them. No, it's not. Not everybody has money. Not everybody knows how to deal with $100,000 on a middle school kid? Family? Remember they did the homeschooling thing and they sent tablets home? How many of those tablets made it back home safe? Is this thing on? I'm going to say this one more time. Remember they gave them Apple iPad tablets. How many of those made it back home safely? We can go through the court records, how many people got a lien on them because of that tablet situation. So you mean to tell me if they couldn't handle a tablet, they could handle more than $200,000 coming in the house? We're going to need backup. We're going to need financial advisors going to these middle schools for free, giving free seminars on financial responsibility. Nobody's trying to take your money. Just trying to tell you how to be smart with your money moving forward. We don't want to see you in a documentary. Well, here's the Jenkins family and the Williams family. They both have incredible stories of the financial downfall of NIL with middle school and high school kids. We try to avoid that. You already know if you put your hand in the fire, it's hot, don't you? Why must you put your hand in there to prove them wrong? Or to prove them right? Why? Let's get ahead of this thing. We know what's on the way. Haven't seen not one person post anything free financial NIL advice going on here at this school this Saturday. Instead, we got a pop-up balloon flower shop. Our mind is in the wrong spot. In the wrong spot. Prove to me y'all care about the kids. It should be a financial advisor set up for all middle schools, giving free NIL financial responsibility advice. You heard me, financial advisors. Y'all, those of you know who y'all are. Help people. Help people. You don't have to profit off everybody. Help people. Help me, help you. There's got to be some program out here that's for free through a very dignified financial institution that's giving people NIL advice out here. If you have that information, share it with the people. There should be no struggle no more of the great athlete coming out of crazy living and housing situations anymore. But are we going to be prepared for the money that's coming in the language? Who's going to be there to break the language barrier? Who's going to be there for that? You got to trust somebody. You got to trust somebody. Not show them what the shoebox said, not tell them your real name. But when it comes to doing it right with this NIL and get the numbers moving in the right direction, maybe we can show them on the lower level how to do this the right way. Can you imagine if the numbers come out that middle school and high schoolers are handling NIL responsibility better than the collegiate level? Can you imagine the nationwide pandemic that would break down on wanting to know why and how? They were getting ahead of the curve. Everybody that's a finance major that interning, somebody start a group and get these people out into these schools and go talk to these kids right now. Go. Go. Go, just like what they said Back in the day, we used to stand in line for Madden. Go. If this is done right, this could be a nationwide boost in financial responsibility. When the last time we had that? Never. And they've already proven that young kids are smarter than their parents. If you add to that a little bit more of a little bit of a dash to it of financial responsibility, NIL realm, game changer. Game changer. Who's going to be the one? It's going to be the group. But boys and girls, children of all ages, I've done my time and thing. They did Landman wrong, where they fired him. They took away his power last year. They made the show more about his daughter and the way they handled they of her going to TCU. I found that interesting. And I think the they is the child of the newest business partner, the oil man that he told his son not to get in business with. It's going to be interesting. But Landman took me for a curve. Let's get some music going. You folks enjoy the rest of your weekend, and thank you for tuning in to another exciting episode of CertaPro Painters Presents Montez at Midday. Until next time, peace. I'll let you. Say hi to Pookie there, mama. Peace.